Okay, I'm back to extend on the first video of a part 3 series, by the way, which is based on Pisces Sun-Sun relationship compatibility reading. All right, so as I said in the first video, I do things a bit different. This reading is based upon ascendant, descendant, and midhaven. Okay, there will be information at the end of the series, or matter of fact, in the description box under these videos, that will lead you to services that I do provide, including this one. This is the basic level service that I provide when it comes to relationship compatibility, all right? Compatibility, rather. Let's narrow it down to that, compatibility. And there will be extensive products also, though, that will pertain to planetary aspects, which most astrologers do compatibility readings on as well. All right, so what are we doing now? First video, we was focused on the ascendants, all right? The ascendant signs of these Pisces individuals, examples that we are using, right? And the ascendants are the shields, the exteriors, the outward expressions of these sun signs. So now we're going to be doing the descendants, which puts more emphasis on relationship and partnership energies, okay? Because it's in the 7th house. Now we're going to the 7th house, where partnerships and relationships rule, all right? Because naturally that is Libra's house. So I'm going to put up a diagram like I did in the first video, and I'm going to show you where these two Pisces have their placements when it comes to the 7th house. Let's go. All right, here we go. Diagram is up, and I'm going to begin with the text. When looking for partner on an attraction level, notice I emphasize the word attraction, and this is why. This explanation that I'm about to give you does not necessarily mean that the people that each of these Pisces are attracted to will be the lifelong commitment partner of each other. What it means is these are the type of individuals that they are attracted to when it comes to partnering. Okay, there will be other things, characteristics that get involved with making a better discernment of that type of emphasis, if that's what you're seeking, lifelong commitment, things of that nature. Okay, so let's get to number 1. Signs under the element of sign in the 7th house are the sun signs you are attracted to. So we have to first identify the signs in the 7th house. Okay, and the way that we begin doing that is by identifying the colors of the markings that I have set up here, so we can identify one Pisces sun from the other. Okay, so one Pisces sun has 26 degrees Pisces, where the 7th house cusp begins, and the other Pisces sun has a cusp that begins in the 7th house at 7 degrees Taurus. Notice the blue line going from 7 degrees to 26 degrees to emphasize that relationship, that compatibility, that influence, that aspect. Okay, now moving right along. So this means that the Pisces sun with the Taurus in the 7th house will be attracted to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. The other Pisces sun will be attracted to Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Now, you may ask yourself, or tell yourself rather, if you have this information on yourself, and say, well, you know what? I'm not really attracted to those signs. Like, I'm not. Like, you can probably recall history of you not being attracted to those signs. So now we're going to move into number 2. Check to see whether the ruling planet of 7th house is exalted in any of the blending element signs. Okay, so we want to look at the rulers of each of these houses, right? First, so the ruler of Taurus is Venus. The ruler of Pisces is Neptune. So we're going to begin with Taurus, okay? Now, as you can see, the house of Gemini I have marked next to Taurus, and there's another red marking over there with 6 degrees in Gemini, okay? What this means is that stretch from 7 degrees Taurus to 6 degrees Gemini is the area that is shared in the 7th house. Okay, so the 7th house is shared between these two signs, Taurus and Gemini. So let's say you are a Pisces sun with a Taurus 7th house, and you're telling yourself, well, I'm not attracted to earth signs. So you got this all wrong, right? So this is when we use blending. It's called a blending technique, and we go merge into the next house, which is Gemini. Now that means that you would be attracted to air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, now to extend on this further, to amplify this, or kind of like check it like they do in math, this is what you do. You'll find the ruling planet of Gemini instead of Taurus, right? And the ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury. So what you want to do is you want to see the sign that Mercury is exalted in. And when you check, you'll find that Mercury is exalted inside of Virgo. So you may be telling yourself now, okay, well, I just got finished telling you that I'm not attracted to Virgo guys. Like, I'm not attracted to earth signs. And that's not what it means. It means because you have 7th house in Taurus, which is an earth sign, that you will be attracted to someone with the mercurial traits of a Gemini. Therefore, you will be attracted to a Gemini sun sign more than likely. I hope that makes sense. I do have a diagram set up to be in the product that I do provide that shows where planets are exalted and detrimented, where they fall, and things of that nature. But if you need further clarification based on this particular video, I have no problem with answering your question inside of the comment box if that confuses you. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Pisces sun now, which means they will be attracted to signs of the water element: Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So what do we do now? We check the ruling planet of Pisces, which is Neptune. Neptune is exalted inside of the sign Leo, which is a fire sign, indicating that this Pisces sun will be attracted to other Pisces suns. How do we clarify this, or how do we make that indication substantial? Well, we look at the sign that this Pisces sun shares the 7th house with, which is Aries, which is also a fire sign, the same as Leo, which Neptune is exalted in, and Neptune is Pisces' ruling planet. Okay, now let's say, just for the sake of discussion, that we had some type of doubts. This Pisces had a doubt that they were attracted to water signs. What we do is we go to Aries, which they share the 7th house with, and we'll see where Aries' ruling planet is, which is Mars, which is exalted in the sign of Capricorn. You see, Capricorn is not a water sign. Had it been a water sign, then we would say, okay, yeah, Pisces is attracted more to Aries sun sign. However, it's a earth sign. So that means it is less likely that this Pisces sun will be attracted to an Aries, in contrast to a Pisces sun. Now, I want to end this video by explaining the influence between the 7 degrees Taurus 7th house cusp and the 26 degrees Pisces cusp, and say that this was almost a semi-square, and a semi-square represents friction. In predictive astrology, the orb allowance exceeded what it was needed to resonate as one, so these two will not have friction with each other. And what this clarification also means for these two is that the Pisces sun with the Pisces cusp in the 7th house will be attracted to the Pisces sun that has Taurus on a 7th house cusp. Okay, and as we explained earlier, the Pisces sun with the Taurus 7th house cusp will be attracted to a Gemini sun. See you guys next video.